So what we're going to do is we are going to brainstorm a thing. We're going to make a thing. What we design, say, well, Chris Hansen, that's what we're going to do. We're going to dream it up together. We're going to dream up something to make, and then I'm going to design it. You're going to tell me what you want. We're going to add all the little elements, and then we're going to make it. And then we're going to send it to Ceramic Speed. All right. Those asymmetric jockey wheels that I designed yesterday seem to be quite popular on my Instagram. I was giggling to myself about that today when I was doing my little bike ride. Carly Carbs, how's it going? Alan Smith, let's make a grey cube. We've already made a fucking grey cube, mate. We've already made a grey cube. Yeah, I did send Ceramic Speed my design of those asymmetric jockey wheels that I designed. They didn't reply, obviously, because they're wankers. I don't think they liked my. I don't think they liked what I said about their 800 quid, 800 euro 3D hollow design fucking jockey wheels either. I told them to fuck off, basically. All right. So, Denmark, is Ceramic Speed in Denmark, are they? Is that what they are? Canning are cunts, mate. Canning are cunts. Everyone's a cunt. Everyone is a cunt. Who's this? Who's tried to follow me? Some geezer's tried to follow me. All right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Right then. So what we're going to do is we're going to design something mental here together, all right? I'm going to show you my elite 3D skills that are probably not as good as Hambini's. And then we're going to render it. I'm going to stick it on my Instagram. You lot are going to share it, and we'll try and get some traction, and then we're going to send it to Ceramic Speed and fucking show them what a bunch of cunts they truly, truly are. We'll try and flog it to a load of dentists with their Cervelos. All right. Listen, right, I've watched a load of Carly Carbs videos because I quite like the way her brain works. And I think that she wouldn't be too bothered about us talking about our shitting blood stories. Yeah. Shitting blood stories. Carly, we generally go on about, I generally go on about shits I've had in forests and nearly getting eaten. The fact that I'm a junkie. And I have to not ever take drugs again, my broken neck, and I get annoyed with people and ban them and then unban them. That's the general vibe. Louis, hey man, Louis, did you just follow me on Instagram? Sorry man, I'm doing a billion things here. Yeah, Louis, I'll approve you because you are a real person. All right. I've been getting stalked by trannies on fucking Tinder. They've been stalking me up. Trannies have been fucking trying to get me. I'm hot with trannies. I'm attractive to trannies, and that's it. No real woman likes me, but trannies do. So whatever. All right. Okay. Right. Well. Okay. Here we go then. Okay. We've got 31 people. Fucking hell, this is gonna be good. What you need to do then is you need to start commenting what we're going to design. So everyone post a little comment like what sort of thing would you like us to design that's going to be fucking a good piss take. Yeah. And then we'll try and like get all those ideas together and think about what we're going to design. And then I'll start modeling it. All right. Fucking man, what's going on? Yeah, Carly Carb's channel is not safe for work. That's a shame, isn't it? That's a shame that just a fellow human being is not safe for work. Right, what are we going to design? Pasty, if you got a wife, I don't think she'd be too happy about you looking at Carly Carbs. Right, what are we going to design? Let me know what we're going to design and we'll get on with it. Aero stem bolts. Right, okay, so Hanson's saying aero stem bolts. Louis dead. A ceramic hammer, all right, with a NACA approved aerodynamic profile on the head. Yeah, we'll do that. Ceramic hammer. Fucking hell, this is going to be well good. Ceramic hammer with aero bolts connecting the shaft to the head. All right. It's amazing you can get away with saying shaft and head without, too much cum back. Too much cum on your back. Right. Design a carbon overshoe, cleats, asymmetric cassette. That'd be fucking good. Asymmetric cassette, asymmetric jockey wheels, asymmetric wheels, asymmetric. Can we have cranks that are shaped like some sort of Willy Wonka stick? What else? All right. What else we going to design? We're getting the design. Carbon overshoe. Fuck man, my ceramic inner gear cable liner. Asymmetric disc brake. Yes, that's fucking brilliant. An asymmetric disc brake. Can we not just like get a normal bike and just take a photograph of it through a fish lens and then just market the entire thing as being asymmetric? Or I know what we could do. We could manufacture some asymmetric glasses lenses that when you put them on, everything looks sort of like asymmetric. Everything. I mean, like we have to put a disclaimer saying you're gonna get a very bad headache after like 20 minutes of wearing these, but it'll give you an extra 3 watts. All right, Matt Potter, how we going, man? We're designing stuff, ceramic cables, but all right, what we need to choose something that we can like design in 3D, because ceramic cables in 3D is just like a tube, isn't it? What other ideas? What can we make? Let me know, and we'll come up with something, and then here we go. All right, Ryan and Alistair, you've just followed me. I've just allowed you to look at my fucking stupid Instagram. A saddle. I don't know what Brazzers is. I don't know what Brazzers POV or porn is. Matt, I'm a good boy. I'm just interested in trannies. Trannies are just interested in me. Sorry. Aero outer cable. All right. All right. I'll tell you what I'll do, right? I'm gonna start sketching. All right, I'm gonna start sketching, being sketchy, and then we'll see what we can do with this. All right. So, for example, an aero disc, an asymmetric disc brake would be just like this, wouldn't it? That's an asymmetric disc brake. All right. Graphene pump holder, yeah, a helmet, graphene universal hoods. What's a universal hood? Ratchet BB. Fucking hell. Louis, that's brilliant. A ratchet BB. Nice. You'd have a ratchet BB that goes one way, right? Then a ratchet that goes the other way on the rear. So like, you just snap your bike in half just by wheeling it down the road. That's for the ultra rich. All right. Come on, get your ideas going. And we'll start narrowing it down. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you like 1 minute to post the rest of your ideas. Is anyone else's connection dropping out? It seems alright here. I'm not getting it on my monitor. Ceramic spinners that can be sold to kids. Well, I think that's been done, isn't it? Asymmetric fidget spinner. It's dropping out, is it? Oh, right. All right. Give me a second then. When you say dropping out, what do you mean? It's like it's stopping and starting, is it? Because I'm not getting anything here. Let me try and zoom in and out and see if it's to do with this thing. Carly Carbs is fine. Well, Carly Carbs is going to be alright because I've got her tied up in my bedroom. She's just sharing my Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's perfect here in the UK. Holds for a second. All right, let me just try and spin it round, see if I can get mine to fuck up. It seems alright here. All right, I'll tell you what I'll do. There's not much I can do about it really, but asymmetric Rafa gear. Well, if you can make any Rafa gear asymmetric, can't you? You just eat a load of fucking cakes and make your gut asymmetric. Yeah, make your gut asymmetric. Triple bearing cranks. Yeah, or crank with just one bearing in it. Knacker shaped bearings. Yeah, asymmetric bearings. It works. All right, I don't know what that was. That might have just been YouTube being a fucking prick. It might have been like the fact that I mentioned that I've kidnapped a woman, and that triggered some, like, I don't know, some algorithm some terrorism algorithm that started searching on me. I haven't really kidnapped a woman. Carly Carbs has not been kidnapped. She's safe. All right. So don't white knight or anyone. Don't set any trannies on me. All right. Aerofoil ball race shape. All right. Come on, what are we going to design? Isometric graphene bearings with ceramic balls. All right. So okay, right. So what it needs to be? It needs to be something aerodynamic. All right. So we can pick Hambini's brains about it, and then do the opposite of what he says, just to wind people up. It needs to be fucking ridiculous. All right. I reckon we should design Hambini's hammer. What we're going to do, right? First of all, we're going to do Hambini's hammer. Okay. So we're going to design a hammer. We're going to design a NACA profile. So what it's going to be a NACA profile aerodynamic ceramic asymmetric hammer. Okay. So what we do is we'll design the head first, and then we'll do the shaft, because the head and the shaft need to be different things. All right. So the way we're going to do this is I'm going to design the 2D version first, and then you can tell me what you reckon. So we're going to start with a plane. All right. And then we're going to subdivide it. Okay. And we're going to subdivide it again. Yes. Right. Okay. So what sort of hammer do we want? What do we want? Like a ball hammer? Do we want a hammer with a flat? All the hammer experts here. So the hammer experts will be anybody who works in engineering, anybody who's hit something once, any people who murder women, any Jack the Ripper wannabes, anyone who's good with a hammer, anyone knows about hammers. Let me know what you want in a hammerhead, and what tasks you want the hammer to achieve, whether you want it to a mallet, all right, or whether you want that hammer to be able to put a chainring. Yeah, we're gonna have to stick a chainring on it somewhere. It's gonna have to have some asymmetry in there as well. Do you want the hammer to be able to break through bricks? Do you want the hammer to be able to, puncture the back of a woman's head so she's dead? Or do you want the hammer to have, perhaps a soft wrapping so it knocks her out, so that, if you run away, she'll then regain consciousness and you haven't killed her? What do we want? What do we want? A rubber mallet, make it into a mace, a wanky bottle opener. Yeah. That's good, Gary. That's good. Okay. I'll tell you what we'll do, Ren. We need some sort of fidget spinner in there. We'll need a fidget spinner on it. All right. All right. Medieval mace made of chain rings. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. So basically, we're making weapons, aren't we? We're making weapons. So the hammerhead then. The hammerhead. What do you want? Do you want like a claw hammer on the back and a flat hammer bit on the front? I don't know much about hammers, because I neither break logs or murder women much, and if I do murder women, it's slowly through boredom. So what do you want? Do you want a big flat bit on the front, and then so something like this? Let me just do that. It's harder to do stuff, isn't it, when like people are watching? People are watching you. You sort of get a bit funny about it. Yeah, it's got to be a funny handle, isn't it? We'll have to have a vibrating, ejaculating handle. All right, so multi-use then. Yeah. Matt Potter, I'm going to get pulled up again, and I pulled up for having pornographic legs, pulled up for murdering women, pulled up for shitting blood, pulled up for fucking slagging off Canyon. I mean, what? They're on my back, man. Unbelievable. Right, so that's the front of the hammer. Let's just assume that's the front of the hammer. Middle of the hammer, we'll do that. What do you want the back like? What do you want the back like? Bear in mind, this is just the 2D side view. All right. I mean, do you want it like that? Just a double-ended hammer. What do we want? So that's the front of the hammer there. All right, and that's the rear of the hammer. Okay, that's lovely. We're gonna have to have a GCN logo on it. Oh yeah. I tried to get some 17-year-olds to start dealing MDMA. That's another thing I might have got in trouble about. Sending presents to 17-year-old boys, which might look like grooming. It wasn't. No, I didn't know they were 17. There's loads of shit's gone on this channel. I'm surprised I'm not in prison, to be honest. Yeah. Fucking, I can't believe I uploaded that one. Yeah, I don't know. YOLO, I don't care. Right. Okay, so that's the front of the hammer. GCN. Yeah. We can give names to the front, can't we? We call this one like Simon and Matt, the Simon end and the Matt end. And the handle can be called like whatever his fucking name is, the other one. The other gimp. All right. So that's the front of the hammer. Posting secret cell phones. Oh, yeah. Threatening to get people killed for money. That was another thing I did, wasn't it? Yeah. Explaining how I would kill someone for $5,000 and how to do it. Yeah, how to get rid of the body. I mean, I realised that for essentially a cycling channel, I don't really talk about cycling much. What's his Hanson? What's his insert? Fuck, that's what they all say. It is what they all. I didn't know Hanson. Did I know you were 17, mate? I didn't, did I? And I found out afterwards, and I felt guilty. Disappeared. Yeah, stopped. He got killed. I mean, it didn't get killed. He disappeared. Yeah, $5,000 that cost me to get him done. Darknet, yeah, how to buy MDMA powder on the darknet and press it into pills. Look, what are we doing, lads? Come on, let's concentrate. And woman, what are we doing? That's the front of the hammer. That's the back. We need to get into a bit more detail here. We'll zoom in. If I zoom in, will this make you concentrate more? So let's say this is the front of the hammer, all right? And that's the back of the hammer. So the front of the hammer is now highlighted in yellow. What do we want? Specialised rubber things. Oh, Chris Hansen. For such a young boy, right? For such a young little cock tease, you are actually quite smart there. All right. I know I'm fucking Carly. I'm waiting for these jokers to give me some bloody instructions, man, woman. Look. All right. Okay. So what we're going to do first then is we're going to add one of those fucking specialized, what do they call them? Those bits that are like, yeah, those bits that like sort of stop the vibration. Okay. There we go. Right. That little divot in it, that little recess, we're going to model some sort of O-ring, an asymmetric O-ring that's going to go in there. All right. The back of the hammer is not NACA compliant. It's not yet. We haven't started it yet. Right, so that's the front of the hammer. That's the vibration protection. Okay. All right. That's the front. What do we want on the back? Once we've got the basic idea, we're gonna make it into 3D and start tuning it up. All right. So just hold tight. Yeah. Oh no, it's out of 3D. You want an axe? Well, I'll tell you. Well. Louis, I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Just let's keep it simple, right? Let's keep it simple for the time being. That's the front. What do you want the back like? Do you want it to be just a flat bit? Do you want it to have like? What do you want? Fuck's sake! All right, I'll tell you what I'll do then. I'll make it 3D just to stop you lot, to give you some inspiration. All right. Bang, there we go. All right, so that's the hammer has started to get a bit more 3D. The ring will smooth the airflow, yeah. All right, so we need to drop this bit down now, don't we? Okay. Any blender heads, don't criticise my shitty working techniques. I'm got a microphone sort of obscuring my view of the screen with my massive pop shield on it because people were complaining about me spitting into the mic. All right, dimples, aero dimples. Blitzer and Gary, you just said exactly the same thing at the same time. I reckon you should go away and bum. Right. Go and bum each other. Tell each other how good your ideas are. Right, okay. So that's the front of the hammer. Get in there. Let's look at it from different angles. All right. I reckon... So the shaft, all right, the vibrating ejaculating shaft is going to come down this end. Okay. This is going to be the anti-vibration, Specialized, inspired. Although I don't want us to get sued by Specialized, all right, for borrowing one of their ideas. Okay. Oh, fuck that, didn't I? That's it. Fucking hell, man. I know all the shortcuts. All right. You thought it'd be around pasty, yeah. This is the low res bit at the moment, right? Once we've got the basic idea, then we'll make it round. You want a skull on it? All right, Mark Harrison. You want a skull on it, do you? All right. Okay, we've got 29 people watching. We've lost 2. We've lost 2 with this, with how interesting this is today. All right. Attach the head to the shaft with the fidget spinner. Yeah, yeah. So the head of the fucking hammer just spins round ridiculously. All right. An asymmetric fidget spinner. Okay, that's getting there. All right. So let's just let's zoom in on the front here. Why is it not doing that? That's better. What do we want the front of the hammer to be like? What the fuck is it, Brody? Brody, it's a hammer, mate. We're making a hammer. Yeah. When you see it, when it starts to take shape, you'll be loving it, mate. You will be loving it. Here we go. Okay. Right. That's the front of the hammer. Could be a stem, couldn't it? You came in late. Yeah. Like a meat tender. Yeah. Like a meat tenderizer. All right. Cylindrical knacker aero profile. Okay. Right. So let's just say this is the hammer. We need to now make it knacker profile. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a modifier to it. We're going to add a subdivision surface. Right, now you can see the method behind my madness. Now we're getting a bit of smoothness there. Okay. So let's smooth it off. All right. It does look a bit like a cock at the moment, I will say. I mean, if your cock is like this and it's got this big sort of ridge around it, you might want to go to the hospital. And if your shaft is sort of thins out towards the middle and gets fat at the bottom, you're out of luck, really, with the ladies, I've heard. Or the trannies. Chris Hansen, yeah, probably. Although me and Hambini have been having, well, I say me and Hambini, I've been having some nightmares about this. Where's the cam tail? All right. So we need to make it bigger here, I think. Yeah, we need to expand it there. Fucking. Right. There we go. There we go. It needs to be bigger there. All right. So this is starting to conform to the Hambini's approved knacker profile, which I'm sure, like me, none of you have even heard of before he started blathering on about it. But now we're going to claim that we all knew about it. Yeah, we all knew what knacker profile is. We'll start saying it to our mates, even though none of us had a fucking clue what it was until Hambini said it. Right. Okay, we're going to taper this down now. There we go. All right, so it's getting to be a little bit more knacker now. It's getting a bit more knacker. All right. It's well impressive. It's well impressive, Hambini. All right, so the air is going to come in this way, and then the airflow is going to go over here. This is going to have a little O-ring there. Why is that like that? It's going to have a little O-ring like that. All right, that's getting a bit more knacker. The shaft's going to come out here. It's getting cockier. It's getting cockier. Pasty, I don't know what 0024 profile is, mate. That just sounds like your fucking your number that you have to like you have to at 7 o'clock every night to pick up the telephone, call your probation officer and say that into the telephone. Looks like vibrate. It does, Carly. It does. Obviously we'll have to model in a power supply, or we'll have to get some. Yeah, well, hey, Carly's got a good point here. Where's the batteries going to go in this? In the shaft? We'll need some sort of Di2 rechargeable battery that dies every few months. And then you have to go down the shop and get a new one, because whoever makes it, i.e. us, is a fucking prick and can't make things properly. All right, so it's getting there. What are we going to... In fact, let's render the fucking thing. All right, there's our hammerhead so far. Very, very shitty render. All right. What other features can we have on here? Let's just get the basic model done. I'll tell you what, I'll do the handle first. I'll do the handle next. It needs a power meter, doesn't it? It needs some sort of power meter. All right. So we're gonna model the shaft. The add dimples. Dimples is a bit later, mate. That's surface modeling. We'll do that a little bit later. We need a cylinder, don't we, for the shaft? Here we go. All right. How long do we want the shaft? How thick of a shaft do you boys like, generally? What sort of shaft are you into? Let me know your shaft preferences, and I'll start modelling it. I'll start modelling the kind of shafts that you like. All right. Okay, we're getting there. Obviously, hang on a minute. We need the shaft needs to be asymmetric, doesn't it? Gorilla thick. Pasty says he likes a gorilla thick shaft. All right. It should be 1 point. Yes, correct. It should be that. It should be that long. We'll do the dimensions later, or we'll just write on it that is the dimensions, even though it probably won't be the dimensions. Ollie, we're designing a hammer with various features, which we're going to charge $7,000 or $8,000 for. A zip logo. All right. Okay, so we need to make the shaft asymmetric. All right. Now, which way do you want the asymmetry? Do you want it to be, so looking at it now, do you want it to be horizontal asymmetry or vertical asymmetry? I reckon horizontal would be better to grip. All right. We can have a Theresa May voodoo picture on the front if you want, Habini. Yes, of course, no problem. Do you want the shaft to be hairy? Do you want hair coming out of the shaft all the way down the shaft, or do you want hair just at the base? And what kind of hair do you want? Do you want short, rough hair that's been shaved, or do you want it to be fully grown? What sort of hair do you want on the shaft? Let me know, and also let me know about the asymmetry. So, do you want asymmetry like that? Or do you want asymmetry like this? Which way do you want? I think that's probably better for the asymmetry, isn't it? All right. Cyclist leg smooth. Okay. All right. So that's the basic shaft. Okay. Fucking hell. That is funny. You want a ponytail. What about a sporran? Do you want a shaft sporran on it? Should we have a sort of all right, a ponytail on the coming out of the shaft, matted together shaft sporran that's so long it goes into a ponytail. All right. So that's the shaft. Let's just say the hammer's like that. Any veins? Do you want any veins on the shaft? Wiggins sideburns. Yeah. Fucking hell, this is gonna get good. Give it a mullet. All right. Okay. Well, the hair we'll do later. Let's work on the shape. All right. Now, looking at the shaft straight on, having a good look at the shaft straight on, which every man needs to do, just to remind himself that he's a man. How do you want this thing to be angled? Hydraulic, yeah, tan lines on the shaft. Yep. I think I've probably got tan lines on my shaft, actually. Because I was wearing these cycling shorts that are so fucking worn out because Rafa is shit. Like I get sunburnt on my cock. My keok gets fucking sunburnt. But because obviously like my cock sits to one side like every man's does, unless you're a pervert and you ride around with a boner constantly, grinning, gurning. One side of my cock has got more of a tan than the other. All right. What do you think about that? Give it some veins, external cable routing. Fucking yes. This is getting good. Shouldn't the shaft have a kink in it? It should, Ollie. So let's model in the kink, shall we? Where do you want the kink? Now, this little thing that I'm sliding up and down, I'm gently gliding up and down the shaft. Where do you want me to come to a rest on the shaft? This is where the kink's going to sort of pivot from. Where do you want it? I mean, we can put more than one kink in the shaft if you like. But let me know based on my gentle gliding up and down of this shaft that appears to be throbbing as I move up and down. Caressing, that's right. Caressing, says Louis. Where do you want me to come to a rest? Where do you want the kink to be, the first kink? Toilet paper. Yeah. Well, you could, yeah. But we have agreed that when you're shitting yourself to death in the forest, like I do, shitting blood, having de Moulin Rouge as Ollie. Was that you, Ollie? You come up with that fucking excellent banter. Midway bent to the left. All right. Okay. All right. So we'll say there. We're gonna bend it over to the left. That's the first kink. We're gonna stick another one in there. Now the bottom one. Where do you want the next kink? Where do you want the next kink? Let me know. Let me know where you want the next one. All right, Hambini, see you later, mate. We'll upload this probably. Although it has got me admitting that I was trying to get 17-year-old boys to become drug dealers and etc. Fuck it, whatever. Fucking hell, all right. Julian, we're modelling a fucking hammer, obviously. Get a grip. All right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna do what Hanson's just come up with. We're gonna try and make it do a complete loop. All right. Now this might be a little bit difficult, but whatever. All right. Whoa. This shaft is going to be the best shaft ever. All right. I reckon the teachers in school should show this video with the audio to young kids in school to get them interested in 3D design. I reckon I'd be happy to go around schools giving talks. Not because I'm into 17-year-old boys, right? Because I'm just a kind of giving kind of guy. All right, what do we think about this handle situation then? How's this looking? I'm thinking that's pretty good. I'm thinking that's all right for a handle. If you're not shitting blood, you're not riding hard enough. That is true. That is true, Ollie. If you're not shitting blood, you're not riding hard enough. All right, so I've agreed with Chris Hanson's demands of yeah, it probably would gather interest, wouldn't it? Fuck's sake. There we go. It would gather interest, but probably the wrong kind of interest. I may end up getting chased by a lynch mob. Right. A cock ring. Yes, Matt, it needs a cock ring, doesn't it? It needs a cock ring, but obviously we need to market this cock ring as an anti-vibration device, a la the one that we're going to have on the on the hammer itself, like Specialized do with their fucking crappy head tubes that fall apart in the Paris-Roubaix. All right, this is where the cock ring's going to go. That's the cock ring indentation area. Okay, I'll model a cock ring later to put on there. All right, but we are getting there, I feel. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add a modifier to that, a subdivision surface, to smooth off the shaft. Okay. Oh my god! Now it looks like a fucking massive load. It looks like a massive shit, doesn't it? Clever weight saving indent. That's right. Yeah, I better patent this before the end of the video, before some third worlder comes in and tries to nick the idea off me. Bloody third worlders. Right. What do you think to that? That's good, isn't it? We'll up the res. Up the res. This might make your computers go, oh, look at that shaft. Robo shit. That is getting good. That is getting good. I hope this doesn't like crash my computer. All right, let's reduce that a little bit. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. That end bit looks a bit mental. There we go. Okay. All right. So what we need to do now is we need to model this cock ring. Ceramic BBs on the edge. Well, I'll tell you what we could do. Do you want the cock ring to be a ceramic BB? Shall I model a ceramic BB to be the cock ring? I mean, I can do that. Yeah, fuck it, I'll just do that. I'm going to model a ceramic BB to be the... Oh. Ceramic BB as the cock ring. All right. Ceramic BB as a cock ring. And we're going to extract it that way. Oh, stick to the fucking plan, you piece of shit. There we go. And then we're going to... I'm talking to myself here because it's getting hard. All right. Why am I doing that? I could just press that. I could just press that and I can... Oh, I could just press that and I can... Right. Oh, Control Z. There you go. That's a fucking BB. Excuse me, I've got dysentery. Right. Ceramic cock ring spinner, a fidget spinner. All right, well we can add fidget spinning elements to it later, but let's just say that if you can see the 3D modeling there, that's your ceramic BB. I'll add details to it later. All right, put spikes inside it like the movie Seven. Yep. Yeah, Matt, you're on fire. We need to rotate it. Which way do we want to rotate it? No, we want to fucking hell, man. You know, like when you press a million shortcuts at the same time and you forget which ones are which. No. Yes, that's the fucker. Right. There's the cock ring, but it's not in line. There's your ceramic BB cock ring. It's not flush to the shaft at the moment though, so I feel like I want to make it a bit tighter. All right, because that will make the veins throb like fuck. Hang on a minute. This ceramic BB needs to be asymmetric, doesn't it? There you go. An asymmetric ceramic BB cock ring that is flush to the shaft. Flush. Will it fit in a jersey pocket? Well, that's, yeah. I mean, it depends how big your jersey is. I'm going to say yes. Yes, it will. We'll deal with that later. All right. Well, for clarity then, what colour would you like the cock ring to be? The cock BB. It's a bit loose at the moment, mate. Yeah, but I mean, bear in mind that when you ride, your shaft does swell up. And we don't want the veins to burst just yet. Okay. I'm saying it's got to be ham beanie orange, isn't it? It's got to be ham beanie orange. The cock ring's got to be ham beanie orange. So there we go. Just for clarity. I'm going to save this now. Oh, this file's called fuckboys.blend. I'll share it on my Instagram later when we've done it. So it's a ham. It looked great in my bib shorts. Yeah, fucking will, mate. Shove it down your bib shorts, right? And then all the girls will be looking at you when you're going up Doi Satet, or whatever it's called. And then when you get to the top, they'll be sorely disappointed, but that won't matter because you can batter them over the fucking head with it and drag them off, eat loads of sugar, and then, go ripping. It's a silhouette, mate. It's a silhouette. Carly's saying no orange. Well, you are saying that. However, one of our key members, he likes orange a lot. So I'm dedicating this to him. So it's going to be orange at the moment, but yeah. What we're going to do is we'll make a variety of color options. This is just the beginning. I'm going to show you my elite 3D material modeling skills later. Ollie, yeah, fuck yeah. We might even make it chrome. Make a chrome one, shiny chrome cock ring, asymmetric ceramic BB. All right, so that's it. That's it so far. We need to go back into this solid view so my fucking computer doesn't explode. What we're going to do now is we are going to model some veins on the shaft of the hammer. Now, let's go into sculpt mode. Again, if this crashes my computer, Sozard. Hang on a minute. I forgot how you do the radius. Oh well, do it manually like a fucking noob. Where are we? Sculpting mode. Okay, we need to add dynamic. Shut up, cunt. Keeping modifiers will increase polish. I know. Right. I'm going to save this. Right, if my computer crashes, I'm sorry. All right. We're modelling the veins on the shaft. Oh, no, that's not working, is it? We need to add. Hang on a minute. What's going on? Sorry about this. I will fucking fix it. Why is it all like that? Strength, sculpt. Right, for some reason it's been a fucking wank. I'll do the veins later. All right, it's been a fucking gaylord at the moment. Symmetry off. Why is it doing that? All right, I'll deal with it later. Or maybe it's because of that. Can we turn that off? No. All right, fuck it. I'll do the veins in the shaft later. Yeah, sorry about that. All right. Yeah, that's been fucking odd. Okay. Let's get that back on. All right. Now we go into object mode. Right. What the fuck? You see, sometimes, right, your computer just completely fucking destroys itself. That is bizarre, isn't it? That is bizarre. All right. I tell you what, I'm just going to undo shit. There we go. Right. Okay, good. Right then. What do we want next? So we've got the asymmetric ceramic BB on the shaft. We've got the loop in the shaft. We need. Do we need some? We need to model this vibration ring, don't we? On the hammer itself. So when you're clubbing your victims to death, you'll get away with it. So we need to do a plane. We're going to shrink that in size, grab it, stick it over here. Then we're going to, what we're going to do, go edit mode. You know, do you lot do that thing where you have to sort of talk to yourself to be able to do things? Or was that just me? Fucking, all right. What am I doing? Wake up me. Plane. Grab it. I know what we need to do. We need to subdivide it. There we go. Subdivide it again. Good, right. Okay. And then faces, bam. Right, that's it. Tongue out, yeah. Concentration tongue. All right. So sorry, that got a bit boring then. Let's just expand that. Good. This is going to be the what's it called? Anti-vibration thing that Specialized reckon they made. That shit. All right, extract it. Z. Fucking, what am I doing? There we go. Right. Okay. It's hard, isn't it? This 3D stuff. It's like staring into another world. All right, we're going to rotate. Oh no, we're not. We're going to rotate it like that. Okay, and then stick it. Oh fuck! Look at that. It's not even straight, is it? Where's the angles? Sorry if I've gone quiet. I'm just trying to... There we go. That's it. Right. Got it. Okay. That was fucking much harder than it should have been. I managed to model a shaft, a curved shaft, without going quiet. Couldn't model a little tiny box. What a paradox I've turned out to be. Right. There we go. Okay, this is the foreskin the hammer foreskin. We're going to call it the hammer foreskin. Will this hammer have a laser or blade for removing sleeve tats from victims? Yes. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. We'll model that in a minute. Okay, it's getting there. We're going to save it again. All right. Okay, so these are the basic things. Oh, yeah. RCC color scheme. That grey, was it grey, white, black, and pink? Yeah. All right. World champion version with rainbow stripes. Okay, yeah, we'll do all the colours later. We need to get the basic features down. All right, so let's have a little run through the features to refresh ourselves, and then we can see if there's anything else we need to get on there. Excuse me. All right. Okay, so the hammerhead is a NACA profile, so it's aerodynamic. It's got a foreskin ring. Okay, hammer foreskin. It's got a shaft that's bendy. We're gonna add some sort of we can add sideburns, tan lines. Fucking hell. Would you like me to add some saddle sores and some masturbation rough patches to the shaft? We can add that down here. Some sort of teenage. I mean, Chris Hansen will know about this, won't he? Some over-enthusiastic thumb burns on the shaft that are sore, but you have to just go through it and keep using the hammer because your hormones won't let you stop using the hammer. It's got a asymmetric ceramic cock ring, chapped, yeah, chap marks, nice, yeah, slightly numb on one side. Are we going to have to sort of create some sort of smell? I mean, this thing's got to emit a kind of smell, hasn't it? What sort of smell would this hammer emit? We'll have to model in some sort of aroma. You know, like those. Chris Hansen, I don't want pictures of your penis. Let it be known, right? I don't want pictures of your penis. Please don't send me any. All right. Brody Payne might want pictures of your penis. In fact, I know he definitely does, but I don't. So send them to Brody Payne. He definitely wants them. He told me. All right. So it needs to smell like teenagers' bedrooms. Chris Hansen, what does your bedroom smell like? Does it smell like? Does it smell like a sort of like yeast? Does it? Does it smell a bit yeasty? Like a vinegary yeast. Is that the sort of smell that comes out your room when your mum walks past and she sort of? She has to quickly walk past the door and she dreads going in to get your your harder than a diamond socks that are laying around that you shove down the side of the bed. Rainbows and roses, like fuck. Like fuck it does. Yeah. In fact, we could model the hardness rating of this hammer. The hardness rating of this hammer based on how hard it is compared to one of Chris Hansen's wanking socks, couldn't we? We could say it's like 120 CHWS ratings, couldn't we? Yeah. Harder than a diamond. It's the hardest thing known to man. A teenager's wanking sock. It's dangerous. Yeah. Drop that out a window, it could like land on an old lady's head, it could just like cut her straight in half. If you drop it from high enough. Yeah. A weird, it's like a sort of a crusty, it's hard on the outside. It's like a sort of, it's like a beef Wellington. Crusty on the outside, but when you sort of crack it, then it sort of goes all moist and bends over. Yeah. Like a Greg's, yeah. Your socks are 13 on a specialised stiffness, yeah. Yeah. The shaft comes in a team sock, yeah. Yeah. The shaft comes with its own pre-wanked sock its own pre-wanked sock to stick in it. Yeah, a pre-wanked carry sock. Nice one. But it's got instructions saying like, don't leave this anywhere where don't leave it anywhere where there's moisture. If you get this sock, then you have to shove it down the back of your radiator until it's gone all crusty again, and then you can put it back on the hammer. Yeah. All right. What else are we gonna have on this then? What else we got? So the front, obviously that's good for clubbing women to death. And this foreskin ring will stop any vibration to your poor little hand, because obviously you're going to have carpal tunnel syndrome from all the wanking, aren't you? The asymmetric cock ring bearing will keep the veins throbbing, right? What else do we need? We need hang on a minute. We need hammer with care instructions. Yeah, fucking, that's amazing. I was moaning to myself today, but I've got to go down the Specialized shop tomorrow to buy another pair of fucking $400 cycling shoes, because I bought the other one slightly too small, and I'm annoyed that no one will buy them off me. And I'm annoyed not because of the money, but like because I have to spend an hour on a train, in an air-conditioned train. I'd rather be sat at home eating dried raisins and Googling things. Fuck me, what an absolute pussy I've become. An absolute pussy. Laser sighting. We need tattoo removal lasers, don't we? I like that idea. We're going to now model the tattoo removing lasers. Okay, so I need some input about that, please. Tattoo removing laser system. I reckon we're going to have a standard cube. We're going to shrink it down, and it's going to sit on top of the hammer. All right, just like that. We'll expand it. Oh, we'll expand up a little bit there. That's not in place, is it? There we go. That's in place. Okay. Then we need a, what do we need? Cylinder. Yes. Rotate it. Why? Because I want to. SX. There we go. Yes. Here we go. All right. Laser sighting for hipster. Make sure you can get a good wash under the... Yeah, Alan, that's a good point. Well, that'll be part of the care instructions, won't it? If the smell gets... if the smell of the hammer becomes unbearable, and it starts making you gag as you're using it, then you need to check under the asymmetric cock ring and the head foreskin for accumulated hammer cheese. Don't leave it too long, though. Because it will calcify, and then you have to go to hospital. I've got a funny story about my knob. If anyone wants to hear a funny story about my knob, post in the comments. Do you want to hear a funny story about my cock? And I'll tell you the funny story about my cock whilst I'm making this hammer. Let me know. Lasers radially off the cock ring. Well, let me just design this. Thing first, and then here we go. We're going to make it look tech. None of this fucking... Julian, the first thing he said tonight is go on about the cock story. He's been waiting for this. Carla Carbs is saying yes. All right. Well, that does mean that any attempt that I make to now marry Carly Carbs is going to be met with basically just, I mean, already it wasn't going to work, but after this cock story, there's going to be no chance. Right. So when I was younger, when I was like 9 years old, am I designing Casey Neistat's vlogging rig? I don't know why he's popular. He's just got he's a sort of goon-faced chat addict, isn't he? So when I was younger, I kept on getting fucking infections under my foreskin, right? Why am I telling you this? Because I want to. I'd go and play in the garden, and I'd have to fucking come inside and like tell my mum, Mum, my knob hurts. And then she used to just sort of go and fucking put some salty water, go and wash it in salty water. That was the extent of her medical knowledge. Cheers, Mum. It got worse and worse, and my knob swelled up to proportions that I would have liked it to have been normally. But bear in mind, I was only about 10 years old. It wasn't that big. And then play in the garden. Look, shut up, man. I was fucking 10 years old, yeah? Hang on a minute. Escape size. There we go, right. Okay. And then, so anyway, this fucking problem just got worse and worse, right? And it got to the point where I couldn't go running around in the garden, climbing up trees like a fucking monkey, making tree houses. And I used to have to sort of run. Yeah, it was, yeah. You got your stuck. You shouldn't tease. You shouldn't tease yourself. So anyway, yeah, my knob got worse and worse and swelled up like fuck around the foreskin. Got to the point where I couldn't pull the foreskin back. Right, fucking hell, well bad. And as a 10-year-old kid, I mean, this was before Google, right? So I couldn't just fucking. There was no way I could have like Googled the problem. I didn't have Google in my brain like some fucking kid that had been modified by mad scientists in a William Gibson novel. Although I wish I had been. I'm still hoping for the day when that all comes true. But anyway, right? So I said, look, Mum. I mean, I didn't say it as eloquently as I'm saying now, but I said, look, Mum, my fucking knob is wrecked. Yeah, you've got to get me to the hospital because my knob is an absolute state. It's a travesty. Yeah, I don't even want to show you it. It's that fucked up. Yeah, and you're my mum, and I've showed you my knob loads already. So she took me to the hospital, to the doctors, right? And there was this doctor there. He was this Indian guy, right? It's the first time I'd ever met an Indian man. And he looked at me. He said, and then I remember this. He said, right, take your pants off. I was like, all right. So I took my pants off, and then he looked at me. He looked down. He looked up at me, and he raised one eyebrow and went, How long has this been a problem? I went, fucking years. I didn't say fuck. I just went, years, probably. Well, what probably happened is I probably started crying and looked at my mum, and she shrugged her shoulders. Anyway, fast forward 3 days, I'm in the hospital, right? So I'm laying in hospital. I didn't know what was happening. And then I was laying in bed, and I said, Mum, what's going on there? I was just doing some tests. All right, yeah, cool. Doctor came in and said, can you drink this drink, please? I was all right, drink it. It was this green, it was like this green stuff in a little plastic clear cup, all right, like a little shot. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. So I drank it. About 20 minutes later, I started feeling a little bit, not sick, but just a bit fucking tired. Like, Mum, I'm pretty fucking tired. It was like 11 o'clock in the morning. And then there was a little girl in the bed next to me, and she must have been about, I don't know, same age as me, 10. Carly Carbs, I think her name was. But she spoke with a weird accent, couldn't quite get it. But yeah, so she said, what are you in for? And then I said, I don't know. And my mum just went, oh, just tests. I was all right. Anyway, I started feeling more and more tired. And then the doctors came in, right? And I got picked up out of the bed and put on this little trolley, yeah? I was like rolling down the corridor. I think, oh, this is all right. Going for a little fucking tour of the hospital. Nice. Went into this little room. And by this point, my eyes were like rolling in the back of my head. I think this may have been when my drug problem started. And they lifted my hand up, stuck a fucking needle in it, which, like, when I saw it going towards my hand, it looked pretty scary. I'm like, yeah, all right. And then that sort of hurt, but it sort of didn't bother me because I was on cloud 9 by that point. And then there were like what seemed like about 100 doctors there, but it's probably like 1 or 2. They had a face mask on, lifted up my little dress that they put on me, which again that should have set off a few fucking signals, but little 10-year-old me's brain didn't really, didn't figure what was going on. Got my knob, started like fiddling around with it, and went, yeah. Fast forward, like by that point, I just blacked out, right? Came round in bed. I was back in bed, back in the hospital bed. I was like, oh, what the fuck? What was all that about, Mum? I feel a bit weird. And she went, oh, don't sit up. All right, didn't sit up then. Anyway, a few hours later, I was like, this big fucking massive guy came along. Well, he felt big and massive to me. He was probably just like regular, but he just picked me up like really strong, like picked me up and put me in this wheelchair, took me off to the toilet, right, with my mum and with this other doctor, and they went, right, can you go to the toilet? Can you see if you can go and do a wee? I think that's like those exact words, like little kids' words. I was like, all right. I said, right, but you're not going to do it. We're going to hold, like your mum's going to hold on to your willy, I think they said, and do it, and then like you just don't look or anything like that, just see if you can do it, and like don't worry about getting it in the toilet, which is, I think they must have had a big bucket or something. So I did that, felt all right. Felt a bit weird though, like what the fuck's going on? Anyway, I went home, in the car, I was like, Mum, what have they been doing? Oh, it's okay, well I'll tell you when you get home. Got home, and then I went up to my bedroom. Well, my mum sort of carried me up to my bedroom, and then in my bed, right, well, I was looking at my bed, and I had this Transformers duvet cover, right? But in the middle of it was like a big lump, like it'd been raised up in the air. Like, what's this, Mum? She goes, oh, you got to sleep with this box. She got this box, right, and she like cut a sort of 10-year-old me's body shape, like body hip, like the sort of width of my hips. She goes, oh yeah, you got to like put this over you when you sleep for the next couple of weeks. And why is that then? Oh, you can't have the duvet laying on you, or like where your willy area is. All right. So I went to sleep. Woke up the next day. Fucking my knob was properly hurting. But I hadn't looked at it yet because Mum told me not to look at it. I hadn't fucking looked at it. Went down to the fucking toilet. Right. It was like about 4 o'clock in the morning. Mum was asleep. Open my pants up. Right. Fucking hell. Right. I had 12 stitches all the way around the middle of my knob. Foreskin was just gone, right? They'd taken it from me, yeah? And my knob was fucking black and purple, right? They'd done a fucking stealth circumcision on me without even telling me, right? Fucking hell. So, like, for the next 2 weeks, I had to, like, just lay under this fucking thing, this box my mum had cut. My knob was absolutely caning. And my mum, in her infinite wisdom, she thought, oh, he probably wants to scar for life, literally scar for life, mate. Yeah, or your scar for life from hearing this story, both hopefully. But in her infinite wisdom, she invited my little schoolmates round. It is, yeah, Brody, it's fucked up, isn't it? She invited my little schoolmates round, yeah. The Sydney Olympics. You were competing, were you? Yeah. Is that why you didn't win the 100 metres? She invited my schoolmates around because she thought I was missing them. Mum, that's the fucking last thing I wanted. I want anyone to know what's going on. They all came round, right? Fucking, I think they figured out what was going on. They said, oh, we won't tell anyone, don't worry. Obviously, they told everyone. Then she fucking, my mum has got like 3 sisters, I think, and like 2 brothers. So like, I had loads of uncles and aunts and that. They all fucking came round on different days and kept on lifting up the cover and looking at my knob without asking me. And like just going, oh yeah, right. Like checking out the fucking work. It's my knob. Just at least ask me first. Yeah. So that was it. But then here's the fucking mental bit. Because like I hadn't been able to fucking clean it properly for my whole life. All the mad shit that's underneath it had basically just calcified into this, like, it was like a fucking, I don't know what it was. It was like a stormtrooper's helmet on top of my helmet, right? Anyway, I had to wait for a couple of weeks while that just sort of went all crusty and then snapped off. And yeah, I think I cried for about a month afterwards. But yeah, knob's all right now. But yeah, that's my knob story. So there we go. Should we get back to this hammer? All right, so what we're doing now is we're going to make these laser sights. There we go. All right. So I think this hammer's coming into shape now. All right. That's coming. Yeah, Carly Carbs has just been sick. Yeah, just been sick. There you go. Oh, cheers, Carly. All right. Yeah. I mean, my knob's all right now. My knob's all right now. You know, it's all right now. You had the same thing. Was it the same thing? The best bit was the nurse coming to clean my knob every day. Mate, I didn't have that. And get right. Fucking hell, actually, I forgot something. Right, get this, yeah. One of the stitches came out. One of the fucking stitches came out. I nearly bled to death. I had to be rushed back to the hospital. No, I didn't. One of the doctors had to come to my house and fucking rescue me. I went downstairs one day, like about a week later. Mum, there's fucking blood all down my legs. Proper massacre. One of the stitches had come out, and I was absolutely bleeding to fuck. Doctor had to rush round and fucking stick a new one in. Fuck, man, that was grisly. That was grisly. Yeah. There's no moral to this story. It's just fucked. All right, so I think this hammer's getting pretty good now. I've been online for an hour now. All right, so should we start colouring it in? Should we start doing the colours? So at the moment we've got a NHS. Yeah, they did get me in quite quick though. All right, so we've got the Hambini orange. We've got the, let's render it actually. Oof, this is looking good. This is looking good. All right, we've got the Hambini orange asymmetric ceramic cock ring. What colour do we want the shaft to be? Proper hygiene, everyone. Well, this weren't a hygiene issue. This was a me not having. You're missing out. I'm going to upload it, mate. I mean, I haven't said much mental in the last hour. It's been pretty calm tonight. Yeah, what colour do you want the shaft? What colour do you want the shaft? Let's get the shaft on the go. Here's the colour picker. Oh, where is it? I can move it. What colour do you want the shaft? Shaft colour, please, guys. There's a pink shaft. Bear in mind that this is just the base colour. I'm going to add the tan lines, teenage wanking burns, hair, sideburns, saddle sores. Yeah, we're going to add a logo to it. We'll add a full shaft sleeve GCN tattoo logo. But anyone who does 3D knows that adding UV mapping does take a bit of effort. So we're going to do the basic colours first, and I'm going to go away and do it myself and present my shaft to you on another day. Rainbow. All right. Well, let's just do the base colour at the moment. What base colour are we going for? What's the hammer for? Murdering women and murdering gay men because you're gay and want to hide the fact that you're gay and you feel guilty. UCI treatment. All right. Okay, so what's the base colour of the shaft? Do you want to have a sort of green shaft, or what do you want? What do you reckon? I reckon a sort of a pink shaft, and we can add details on top of it. Would you reckon that'd be all right? All right. Let's do, what colour do you want the, excuse me, what colour do you want the hammerhead? What colour do you want the hammerhead? Do you want it chrome? Do you want a chrome hammerhead? I can do something pretty fancy with a chrome hammerhead if you like. Possibly. Sorry, I'm sending a devious and pink with a purple tint strip. Yeah, due to a stroke. Yeah. All right. We'll do a pink shaft and we'll add all the details to it afterwards. Chrome, you know, chrome head. All right, chrome head. Give me a second, and I'll do that. I fucking forgot how to do chrome. Hang on a minute. What color chrome? Silver chrome. Do you want silver chrome, or do you want some other sort of chrome? What sort of color chrome do you want? We can do any color chrome you want, really. Yeah. I know your comments come through a little bit delayed. Yeah, it's like YouTube's got like a 30-second delay on it. YouTube itself has got like a 30-second delay. That's why the comments are delayed. Sorry about that. I can't really do much about that. What color chrome do you fancy? What do you reckon? Yeah, Rainbow involves a bit of programming in 3D, so you'll have to bear with me for that one. We're doing the base colors at the moment. Come on, fuck's sake. Right, here we go. Right. It is annoying. It's annoying, Carly. I know it is. But I think everyone who does a YouTube live has to do this. There's another one. There's another one called Twitch, I think, which is better, but it don't have as many people using it. All right. Okay. Right, I'm going to do a bit of programming now. We're going to use a glossy shader first. All right. Into the surface, we're going to use a sharp color to it with 0 roughness for maximum shine. All right. Then what we're going to do is we're going to use a color ramp, okay, into the color. This will give us the gradation we so desperately need. Just like I need my foreskin back after 28 years. We're going for an ease, all right, and probably, yeah, that'd be all right. Now, to make it look good with the 3D-ness, we're going to need to layer weight it so the light reflects off it properly. And we're going to do the facing automatically there with a 0.7 blend. Fucking get me. What a geek. What a geek. Matte orange cock ring. Yeah, hand beanie orange, mate. Hand beanie orange cock ring. Okay, all right. So that's the chrome. That's the chrome of the head. Let me save that in case it fucking crashes. Let me check rendered. All right, those little dots you see on the screen. Yeah, there we go. Oh, look at that. Look at the reflection under the head. Look at the reflection of the cock ring and the shaft under the head. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, loads of people watching. They love all this shit. Don't worry too much about the lighting at the moment. We'll deal with that later. Okay. What words can we associate? What words can we use for this shaft? Let's do the shaft first. All right. Yeah, Ollie again. Yeah, we need people to endorse it, don't we? People to endorse it. We need people to endorse it. We need people to choose. I mean, who are we going to get to sponsor it? I mean, who are we going to get? Brand ambassadors, yes. Who are the brand ambassadors going to be? Who's going to work our shaft for us? Needs a handle grip? Yes, it could have a handle grip. I think you're right. Okay, Brody. I think you're right there. I'll tell you. All right, you start telling me some words you want to associate with the shaft, and I'll model a little handle grip. All right. What do you reckon? Organic, ergonomic. This is a bit like The Apprentice, isn't it? When they're trying to dream up their team name. I fucking love The Apprentice. It's the best program ever. I reckon I'd be well good on The Apprentice. Tactile. It's a bit slick, yeah. Like the first time you try and use it, it just fly into the fucking distance. And then you'd kill somebody that you weren't aiming for. All right. A bit spiky. Well, yeah, all right. So I'm making the handle now. Right. There's the grip. There's the handle grip. Okay. Do you want the handle grip to sort of move up and down on the shaft like that? It's like it sort of stops there and starts there. Engorged. Yeah. Do you want it to be able to slide up and down like that when you're using it to add, what can we call it? Add centrifugal strumming. Yeah. Worn in fit. Yeah. Palpable. Okay. This is all good. Oh, that's not even the right place, is it? There we go. That's wrapped around the shaft good and proper. Sort of comes off in your hand when you touch it, yeah. All right. To get the camera angle right now, don't we? To better render this fucking cunt. All right. So we're going to... Where do we want it? There we go. This is the camera angle that's going to be the render All right. I'm doing this in a fucking stupid way, but whatever. There we go. Girthy. Yeah, girthy. Laser cut, ergonomic, girthy, time-bending, cohesive shaft. Okay. All right. This is going to fucking blow my computer up. Or is it not? I mean, this is getting there. Can you all see that? Can you all see that? Aromatic. Ejaculating. Yeah. All right. That should render in a second and you should be able to see it. Unless it decks my fucking computer. There we go. What do you reckon to that? So now what I'm going to do is I'll try and get a bit of light on the fucking... Get a bit of light on the go. What do we want? Use nodes. Yep. Use an environment texture. All right. Okay, I'll do the environment texture later because that might again deck my motherfucking rig. But yeah, that's the angle we're going for. What I could do is render some fucking lights. All right, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good for the shaft. What words are we going to associate with the bearing that goes around the cock ring bearing? What are we going to say about that? What are we going to say about that? I'm just modelling the environment now. Excuse me, I've got old man's throat. Not like that. All right, let's make that bigger. There we go. Okay. Then we can start modelling some lights. Stick a light on it. Come on, you fuck. There we go. Can we see that in the shot? No. Right, rotate it on the fucking Y. There we go. And then make that fucking prick an emitting shader. You don't know. Look at that. That's going to be well good. Is that wanker enough? Is that wanker enough? No, it's not. It's not. It's not. I've got another story about my knob, if you want it. Does anyone want to hear another story about my knob? I've got a second story about my knob. Second one. It's not about my knob, actually. It's about my ball. About sort of like, well, it's about my spunk tube. Would anyone like to hear a story about my spunk tube? It's along similar lines, but it happened 20 years later. Let me know in the chat if you'd like to hear a story about my spunk tube. Go for it. All right. Okay. So here's what happened to my spunk tube. This was January last year. All right. January last year. I was riding my bike and I took a load of painkillers, knobtails. I think all live streams are essentially knobtails. I was riding my bike last year, took a load of painkillers because I had a fucking migraine. Now I get migraines, right? And I get proper migraines, not, I've got a headache and I'm going to say I've got a migraine. No, cunts. I get proper fucking migraines where it blinds you, right? Fucking blinds you. And like, it's like you're having a stroke. Yeah. And not a fucking teenage hairy shaft stroke, a proper fucking, you are wrecked, right? Now I was about 55k from home and a migraine kicked in. These things fucking just kick in like that, like instantly, yeah? And I carry around painkillers just in case. Now my migraines are like fucking serial killers. They strike every so often, right? And I can feel when they're coming. Like a few days before I get fucking properly depressed. I mean, like more depressed than usual, right? And then I start feeling fucking tired, can't wake up. Then I get like a pain in my temple. I can feel it coming, right? So I knew one of these things was coming. Cause of migraines, man. That's for another live stream, but I don't know. I think that you know, my body's not as fucking perfect as I wish it would be. I think my mum was taking crack when I was in the womb, smoking crack out the window on Christmas Day when I was in the womb. So yeah, a migraine kicked in, right? So I took a load of painkillers because it was a properly fucking bad one, properly bad. Anyway, wanted to get home as quick as possible. So I was like 400 watting it, you know, as much as I could. Then stopping and puking and then carrying on again. Got a nosebleed and that. I took that many painkillers. I just couldn't feel my body. So I got home and I had a really bad pain in my groin. Went to bed, had a shower, went to bed. Woke up after the migraine, just feeling fucking battered. The right side of my scrotum, with my scrot was swollen up. Fucking well bad. Really bad. Went all black. Went down the hospital. They did an echo scan. So like the doctor, like, again, raised his eyebrow at me. Different guy, but said, "How long has this been going on?" About half hour. So he lifted he gently and romantically lifted my scrotum to the side, which made me nearly cry. Not the romantic gesture, the actual agony of it. Smeared a load of jelly over it, and then did a little echolocation, looking at my lovely nut that had been in gestating for 37 years, and told me that, get this, I had torn my spunk tube because I'd taken that many painkillers and I'd been grinding down hard on my fucking nut, couldn't feel it, right? I'd ripped it. So we had to like do a little operation. He had to do a little keyhole surgery in my scrot and repair the damage to my spunk tube by putting some dissolving stitches in it. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up, isn't it? So there is a moral to that story. Don't take loads and loads of painkillers and then try and ride really hard because you don't know what you're doing to yourself. Yeah, it's fucked, isn't it? It's fucked. Then, get this. He gave me some antibiotics, but I forgot to take them. I got a little infection in the fucking the little keyhole stitch hole, right? D-hole, yeah. And then I had to go back to the hospital. But the hospital I went to was an emergency hospital because it was like, I had to really fucking get it seen to quick because it was an infection. Went there, and now the emergency hospitals in Japan, they don't give a fuck, right? They ask you to like tell you exactly what's wrong at the desk, and there's no sort of modesty there. They just say, "What's wrong with you?" And you have to just tell them, and everyone in the fucking waiting room can hear. I just basically, my Japanese wasn't good enough to explain the inner intricacies of where did the jizz go when it was fucked. Still in there, mate. Still in there. That's why I'm so angry all the time. My Japanese wasn't good enough at the time to, explain the intricacies of, the details of a mildly infected epididymis and etc. So I just had to say I've got an infected knob. When I said that, this little kid who was sitting sitting opposite started laughing. I turned around. Despite me being in agony, I sort of thought that was funny as well. So I started laughing. His mum started laughing. Then I went in and got seen, and they gave me some antibiotics. Came out, right? And then there was another kid sitting next to him, his mate, and he said to his mate, "That's the man." He said to him, "That's the foreign man with the infected knob," he said in Japanese. And I just sort of limped home. And again, I think I had a bit of a cry about that as well. So yeah, there you go. I was bullied about my infected knob by children after grinding my own groin into my saddle like a fucking dickhead by taking too many painkillers. Again, there's a moral to that in there. Yeah. All right. So what are we doing? Yeah, this is nearly done now. I'm going to try and render this. If this crashes YouTube, then apologies. Why is it pink? I reckon what we're seeing on the screen is Carly Carb's mind screensaver. I think that's what when she closes her eyes and just like lets it all go, that's the vision that comes down. That's what she sees. Yeah. I've done so much to my fucking body, specifically knob and balls. I've really fucking laid into over the years. I got loads of fucking stories, man. I could just make a new YouTube channel called My Knob Stories. Yeah. So that's what we're doing. I know what I've done wrong. I've set the fucking world environment on, haven't I? It is beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah. We're gonna have to get rid of that though. Turn that off. How do we do that? Remove. There we go. Right. Try that again, shall we? Alistair, I don't even know what the Hammer series is. If it's to do with GCN, I don't want to know. The only GCN video I want to see is a tribute to them after they've been fucking all murdered by my hammer. That's the only video. That's only a GCN video I want to see. I want to see sad, plinky plonky piano music. In fact, I'd like to see Cycle Speed Tours doing a sad piano piece devoted to the GCN guys who've been taken out by a maniac who's hammered them in by my hammer. That's the only video I'm interested in that they're involved in. All right. Yeah, I think we're getting there. This sort of looks like an artifact that you would find at the bottom of the sea, doesn't it? Yeah, some alien technology that's been found at the bottom of the Marianas Trench. Yeah, nice. Right. We're going to duplicate this light then. Stick that over there. Rotate it. Oh, no. Rotate that by 180. Yeah. See if that brings it on a bit. Ooh. What are these white things? Peter, these are lighting rigs, my friend. These are lighting rigs. These are self-emitting lighting rigs that I'm putting into the picture. I've got them in the fucking camera at the moment. There you go. This will slowly start to lighten the scene, I think, unless it's fucking not worked. Where's the motherfucking... There. It's not bright enough, is it? Let's try that. All right, nice. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do one last light. Does it make me faster? Yes, it does, Peter. It makes you faster. If that's what you want to know. Let's do a top light. Let's do a top light. We'll do a... Drop it right down, and we'll do it bigger, and we'll change the color slightly to a blue. Give it a slightly metallic look, a cold look. There we go. Yes. Excuse me. That is getting there. Am I selling it? Well, yeah. Where's the full res? Where's the full res? Is that the full res? Yeah, that's the full res. What's going on here? Keeps dropping out, does it? I'm sorry. All right, well, I'll leave it there. All right. Can you see it now? Can you see it now? All right. Okay, well, listen, I've been online for an hour and a half now. I've got to go and do some rehabilitation on my broken fucking spine. So I'm going to leave it there for tonight. I'll come back tomorrow probably and give you a load more knob stories, ball stories, stories about when I broke my hip, stories about me being physically attacked by workmen, various times that I've been involved in fights on the roads in Japan. Do I ever use Unreal Engine? I don't do game programming, so no, but I know what you mean. Yeah. So what I'll do is, yeah. Let me just get this. I'll gram it up. What we're doing. There we go. I'm going to do a shout out to you guys. Bam. There we go. That's the sound of my Instagram. Right. All right. What hashtags? What hashtags can I use for this? Give me some hashtags. Give me some hashtags for this hammer. Give me some hashtags for this. I know it's free. Well, it's not totally free, is it? Well, to be honest, Carly, that's generally what I like talking about the most. Cock and bleeding arse stories. I'll tell you what, right? Cunt. All right, we'll just call it cunt. It's going to have a single hashtag and nothing else. It's just going to say cunt. It's shared. It's done. I've got a bleeding arse story if you'd like it. A bleeding arse story. Would anybody like a bleeding arse story? I've done it. It's too late. I've already uploaded it. It's on my Instagram now. It's on my Insta now. Just says cunt. L4L. What is L4L? I see that a lot. What does that mean? What is it? Is that like lol? It's done. It's done. You better fucking like it. You cunts better like it. Who's trying to follow me? Alan is. Here we go. All right, I'll do one more bleeding arse to it. All right. This will go hand in hand with my How Not to Be a Drug Addict series, which will be continuing very soon. Real talk, serious talk, like for like. All right, serious talk. I've had quite a few people contacting me with asking for help, advice, etc. regarding that addiction series that I started. Some of those people came through you, Carly. I don't think they know you personally, but you shared it, and I just want to say thank you for sharing it. And also, it's proving to be quite popular, and people have been saying that they like it. So they will be continued, those videos. I've only done month one so far. I'm going to do the full 6 months, of course. But if you know anyone who is having problems with addiction or whatever, and they're struggling in that, tell them that there is a way out and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, thanks for anyone who shared it and all that. And anyone who's watching this video who has contacted me, I'm not going to ever say who you are or ever share your name or anything like that. It's all completely private, of course. But whoever you are, you know who you are. Just know that you're going to be all right. You are going to be all right. We'll help you through it. Yeah. Just stay strong and know that you can get through it. And in a year or so's time, you can do your own 3D shaft, orange helmet, camera, bleeding arse story, YouTubes, if you like. So it's something to work towards. Yeah. Anyway, bleeding arse story. 2008, I was well in the middle, well enjoying my addiction. All right, I was getting stuck in. Okay, and I thought, my body will be fine. My body will be fine. And then one day I woke up after a particularly heavy night. I say night. I just, whenever I passed out, went to the toilet, had a shit. Thought that smells a bit weirder than usual. All right, weirder than usual. Looked down into the bowl and it looked like, what did it look like? It looked like somebody had got a tin of tomato soup. Got a tin of tomatoes, right? Chopped a tin of chopped tomatoes, poured some battery acid into it, and then fired that into the toilet with a super soaker water pistol from quite some distance. That's what it looked like. It was fucked up. My intestines were in agony as well. So I went to the hospital and I said, my arse is bleeding. And there was this 9-year-old kid there who started laughing, and his mate was there as well. Fucking little kid. I reckon he doesn't exist. I reckon that those two little Japanese kids that laugh at my cock and arse problems are like the two dead twins in The Shining who followed me around the hotel. But anyway, yeah. So I went to the hospital and my arse was bleeding. The nurse. Now, if anyone who's been to Japan and has been to the hospitals here, knows that the hospitals here are not quite as good as the West, let's say, in terms of the doctor's behaviour. Sometimes they're really good, sometimes they're fucking crap. This one I went to was a crap one. So I went in there and she said, "What's wrong?" I was like, "My arse is bleeding." It's been basically just projectile vomiting blood out of my arse. She said, "All right, go and do some more into this little sample thing." So I did that, gave it to her. And she went, "Yeah, your arse is bleeding. It's all right." So then she said, "Right, we have to do a couple of things. Then we'll have to check your shit. But while we're doing that, I've got to stick my finger up your arse." And I said, "All right, is that part of the treatment?" And then she laughed and said, "You cheeky bugger," in Japanese. And I went, "Well, I was just wondering." So she put her finger up my arse and said, "Yeah, there's no problems in your arse, right? Although, I wanted to debate that. So she put her finger up my arse, and there was no problems in there. then she got the shit test back, and she said, "What were you doing last night?" I went, "Just a quiet night in." And she went, "That's not true, is it?" I went, "No." And she said, "Right, what you got to do is you've got to stop doing what you're doing, or you're going to be dead in about 10 years, maybe less." So I went, "Yeah, whatever." And then she said, "No, I'm serious." She said, "Right, lay down on the bed." So I lay down on the bed, and she went, "Right, I'm going to do a little. I'm going to probe your stomach and intestines area." So she started like pushing around on it. When she got to my liver area, it was like properly painful. And she went, "Yeah, you've got hepatitis." I was like, "What the fuck?" So she then said, "It's not a viral hepatitis, but it's a swelling of the liver and intestines area brought on by substance abuse." I was like, "All right. So what do I do about that?" And she goes, "Well, there's only one thing you can do about that, and that's just stop it."